Hey everyone, Enigma Coin Collector here, and we're about to do a hunt that we've only ever done once before on the channel. That's right, we've got a box of dollar coins. Now, typically people don't hunt these types of boxes because honestly there is not really a lot to look for. There's no silver, but you can find some cool things like NIFCs, which are a little bit harder to get than, say, half dollars. You can find proofs. You can, of course, find a Susan B. Anthony wide rim, proof types 1 and 2. You can find the bold tail feathers, the Cheerios, 2000p Sacagawea dollar, and the Gold Acre presentation finish. You can also find a lot of other things too, like flipped lettering on the sides. I don't look for those, but I do look for the proofs. I do look for the NIFCs because I am trying to build albums out of these, trying to complete the presidential and the American innovations as well. So hopefully we'll get an error or two, like a Susan B. Anthony 1979p wide rim, but either way, it's really cool to open up this box and see what it looks like. Check it out. Isn't that wild to see the bronze and the silver clad coins? It is something to see a box of dollars, and this is $1,000 in coins right here. So I've done this once before. If you want to go check that out, it's on the playlist. But I'm just going to start opening rolls, and hopefully I'm going to have some interesting finds. Otherwise, this is going to make for a pretty boring video. I don't have the ability to get another one of these for a while, but yeah, it's weird seeing these types of rolls. $25 in dollar coins. So I'll bring it on the first find, and hopefully it's soon. I don't have a find yet, but I do just want to show you what it's like unwrapping one of these. You get to see, again, all the different kinds of edges in there. Not too many Susan B. Anthony's in there, only 2 in this roll. But that's what it looks like unwrapping them. So you can see the lettering here for the presidential dollars, and I will be going through and checking to see which ones I need for my album, but that's a roll of dollar coins. Literally on roll 2, and I've got a find for me personally. It's not worth a ton, but I do have a Grover Cleveland presidential dollar. Now, for those of you that don't know, they switched over to presidential dollars shortly after their run with the Sacagawea dollar in 2007. Actually, there was a bit of an overlap. I'm sorry, I was wrong about that. But you can see in 2007, they minted hundreds of millions of these, and the further they went, the fewer of these they made. So these are actually considered NIFCs once you get to it right here. And I've got a Cleveland, and you can see that they are, in 5 million, 4 million. So it's very exciting to see that the mintages get pretty low the later and later you get. So I don't have that for my album. I was on the lookout for those coins, and it's going to fill a hole right there at the end of the hunt. Hopefully we can fill out a few more of these with the box, but it's exciting to get a find this early on. Next roll, roll number 3, and I've got another NIFC that I need for my album. This is a 2006 Denver Sacagawea dollar. They minted tons of these in 2000, 2001, but then it dropped off very much. You can see here in my album, almost 1 billion of them minted in 2000, and then it drops off really quick, and I don't have the 2006 Denver. So 2.8 million minted, exciting to find that. We are really going to start adding some stuff to the book if we keep up at this pace. There's, of course, all the different varieties of the Sacagawea dollars later on that I'm working on as well, so lots of stuff to keep looking for. 2 finds and 3 rolls, that's exciting. Roll number 4, another NIFC for my book. This time a 2008p, and that's under 2 million minted of these. So I will welcome these finds to complete my books if this is how this box is going to treat us. We're on roll 15, and I just want to point one thing out, and that is that I failed to realize that there are 2 Grover Cleveland coins for both of his presidencies. I actually already have this one from his 24th presidency, but I just found his 22nd presidency, and you can see they're a little bit different. So I'll be throwing that coin back, putting that coin there, but I also found another one that I need, and that is Warren G. Harding. So I have been finding multiples of like John F. Kennedy in that. I am not pulling out every NIFC. I'm just trying to complete my collection here. So our 4th find for my book, exciting things. Let's see how many more finds we can get. Next roll, and we're going to have our next find. It's going to be another NIFC in the presidency years. This one is going to be for William Howard Taft. Don't have him yet? Now I do. Really starting to fill up this second presidential book. In fact, I think all we need is Woodrow Wilson and Benjamin Harrison, if I'm not mistaken, and this book is complete, which is really nice to have. We're on roll 26 now, and I've got two more NIFCs here for my collection that I don't have. I do have the Woodrow Wilson coin. Now, I didn't have that in the collection before, and I've got a 2005 Denver, which I didn't have in my collection. Now, I will say that I am keeping track of all of the NIFCs in the box, and I'll give you a tally at the end. But that's what I found so far. Let's see if we can finish up this box and get some more finds. I'm on roll 31, and you can tell by the finish that this is going to be a proof coin. So that's exciting to see. Let's see which president we're going to get. And it's going to be Harry Truman. So we've got a proof coin. That's exciting. We don't usually find these, but exciting nonetheless. So that is definitely a find. And the mint mark is on the edge because this is the only coin that has got edge lettering in the United States. So very, very cool. We found a proof. We will add it to the board and keep going. Well, everyone, this is why I was excited to hunt boxes of dollar coins, because I just checked off a bucket list item that I've been looking for since I started the channel. Now, it's not anything fantastically rare or valuable or anything like that, but it's a coin that I don't have that I get to add to my collection. We are talking about the wide rim 1979 Philadelphia Susan B. Anthony dollar coin. Almost said $half there. So in 1979, Philadelphia minted two versions of this. The common narrow rim, where the date is pretty far away from the rim, and then the wide rim, where the date is very close to the hexagonal rim. You can see the difference here between these two pictures. I've got two coins right here, both 79Ps, and I will put one under the scope, and then I'll show you the one that I found. So this is going to be the narrow rim, or the regular 1979 Philadelphia. But when I put this one under the scope, I noticed that date is much closer. You can see it's a 1979 Philadelphia. So we have found the 1979 wide rim Susan B. Anthony dollar. Now, in MS63, this is worth $22. I don't think it's quite there. Maybe a high AU. But like I said, it is a coin that I have not had in my collection, but now I do, and I found it coin roll hunting, and really happy to have it. So that is for sure an awesome find in the box, and we've got 6 rolls left to go. So really cool. We've got a proof, we've got NIFCs, and we've got a wide rim. Very cool stuff. Guys, we're only a few rolls later, and you won't believe it, but I think I found the second wide rim in this box. 1979P. There's the Philadelphia mint mark, and you can see that date is close, and I will compare it to the first one we found. Yeah, it looks the same to me. It's in a little bit better shape, so 279 wide rims found in the box. That's nuts. I will absolutely take that. It's got some dirt and some grime there, but I'm happy to have 2 now in my collection. All right, there was nothing else of note in the rest of the rolls of the box, so it's time for the recap. I actually don't have a spreadsheet database for dollar coins since I do them so rarely. So I'm not going to have a point total for you, but I am just going to go through all of the designs and finds and features. So first of all, we already know that we found 2 of those 79 wide rims. I believe that's what they are. Please let me know in the comments below if you think otherwise. So that's really, really cool. I'm just going to go through the Red Book stuff because there are a lot of different variations on the dollar coins, and I just want to make sure that I'm covering it correctly for you all in case you all want to do your own dollar hunt. So we have in 2000, they had the Sacagawea dollars all the way to 2008. 2000 are not NIFCs by any means, almost 1 billion of them minted. 2001's lower mintage in the 60s and 70 millions. And then after that, 2002 and onward, definitely NIFCs, 3 million, around that each time. So as far as Sacagawea dollars go, we found 5 2002 Ps, 1 2002 D, a 2003 Philadelphia of 3, and 2004 P, 2 of those. That's in addition to the coins I have up here. And I'll go over those at the very end. And then after that, as far as presidential dollars goes, those started in 2007, so there was a year of overlap, all the way to 2016, and then again in 2020. They don't mint them every year. I believe it's after a president has passed away. But in addition to the ones that we found up there, we found at Grover Cleveland, the first one, 3 of them, Benjamin Harrison, 2, Grover Cleveland, the second one, 2 of those, Theodore Roosevelt, we found 2, Woodrow Wilson, we found 2, Herbert Hoover, we found 2, FDR, we found 1, Dwight D. Eisenhower, 2, JFK, 3, Lyndon B. Johnson, 3, and 1 Nixon. So that's in addition, again, to all those up there. And you can see in the Red Book, they lay that out really, really well. You can see once you get up to, where is it? pretty much in 2012. They become NIFCs more or less. There is just not a lot of them minted. So you can see I'm still going to be missing Ronald Reagan and George H. No, I think I have H.W. Bush in there. But so pretty much all the ones that have been minted, we pretty much have. So that's interesting. I did find a lot of the Sacagawea varieties, Native Americans, and they make them every year from 2009 to current. I don't have all these, but I didn't find any new ones to add to the book. So I will show you all the books again at the end. So no new additions in terms of those. And then we didn't find any American Innovation dollars either. I was hoping to find some of those, but there weren't any in the box. So I found a few before, and then we get into silver dollars. So yeah, that's what we found. So let's go ahead and do a recap on the finds. Get this stuff out of the way. So I believe we'll start with the presidential dollars, just because I see them first. And so we had added to my book, Warren Harding is going to get added. Grover Cleveland, I forget which one that is. Taft, we're adding. And Woodrow Wilson. We also found that proof. Now, I'm just going to flip this up and keep this because I do collect proofs of all coin varieties. I know I've got a couple of these, so this will get added to my collection as well. As far as Sacagawea dollars, I did not have a 2006 Denver, nor the 2008 Philadelphia, nor the 2005 Denver. So those are going to get all added into the book. And then one other thing I do want to take and make note of is there is an additional variety of the Sacagawea dollars that you can find coin roll hunting. Two really valuable ones. Now, I was checking for the boldly detailed tail feathers. That's found on the 2000p Sacagawea dollars. If you don't know what that means, back in the year 2000, Cheerios did a promotion with the United States Mint where they released pennies mostly into their boxes, but also 5,500 of the dollar coins. And those coins were minted specially so that the tail feathers on the eagle have much better detail than the rest of the ones. So if you find one of those, they're worth a lot of money, thousands of dollars. So I always check for those. In addition, there is also the Goodacre presentation finish. That's where the designer of the Sacagawea dollar got sent 5,000 of these. They were pressed on burnished planchets and have an almost proof-like finish. And a lot of them have been graded. You can see they're worth about $550. They made 5,000 of them. Now, I don't think these are them, but I did just want to point them out there that they do have a proof-like finish. And you can see these, I think, are just really, really nice examples of a 2000p coin. I don't think they're the Goodacre presentation finish at all, but just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know what to look for when you do a dollar hunt if you so choose to do so. So like I said, I don't have a score sheet. I am going to go ahead and put these into my album, show off my albums, then we'll finish up the video. All right, books are up to date, and I'm just going to go ahead and show them off because it's been a long time since I showed these off. We're coming along pretty nicely in the Sacagawea department. You can see I'm still missing 2005p, 2006p, 2007p, and 2007D, and 2008D. And then you can see my designs of the Native American dollars. You can see I've got some of them, but I'm missing probably about a little over a third of them. So still have some work to do on that book. I actually have the first presidential dollar book done from my time back when I lived on the eastern side of the state. I found a bank that had rolls of uncirculated versions of all these coins, so most of these coins came from them. So that book is 100% finished, so it's exciting to see that. I actually made a mistake. I don't have the Benjamin Harrison dollar coin, and I found two of them in the hunt, and I threw them back into the rolls. I am not going to go ahead and search them again and pull them out just because it's going to take a lot of time. Plus, I'm going to probably do one of these hunts in the future because they are fun and enjoyable to do. So hopefully we'll find one of them during those. But that's the only presidential one that I'm missing that has been issued, aside from the ones after Richard Nixon. So I've got a Gerald Ford and a George H.W. Bush. So we got a couple more to get. But you can see the collection has come along really nicely. Really happy to get this collection or this series kind of more complete. Found that proof and found two wide rims, which is really awesome. Checks off a bucket list. Anyway, I know this video is getting kind of long. I hope you guys had fun checking out this dollar coin hunt, something that isn't usually done, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to do, and I had a lot of fun doing it. Hope you had fun watching it. Remember, So that's going to go ahead and do things for this video. Remember, if you liked it and you want to see more like it, please click subscribe. If you got something to say, leave it in the comments below. I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And remember, it's always a mystery until you crack open those rolls and you find out what you got on the inside. Thanks for taking the time to watch, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one.